freedom in the 21st century. Now, in spite of the continual attempt at polishing radical Islam by well-organized and well-financed organizations, and there are so many, but they all have the roots, of course, as we understand now, in the Muslim Brotherhood ideology. It is obvious that Muslim Brotherhood agenda, in spite of all rhetoric, has not moved an iota since the inception of this movement. Following the fall of the Ottoman Empire, Muslim Brotherhood was established in Egypt in 1928 by Hassan al-Banna in Ismailiyah, as we all know, to revive the idea of Khalifa. The principles of Muslim Brotherhood remains as per milestone book by Sayyid Qutb, and this book has established the basis for the radical Islamic ideology, and it has been followed by all Muslim fundamentalist groups all over the world. And it basically asks for the building of a Muslim individual, starting from the individual, to the Muslim family, to the Muslim society, to the Muslim state, to the Khalifa, and eventually mastering the whole world with their ideology. The motto of the Muslim Brotherhood, and I think most of us know it, remain: Allah is our objective, the Messenger is our leader, Quran is our law, Jihad is our way, Jihad is our way. Even till now, they still write that in the motto. And dying in the way of Allah is our highest hope, with the book of Quran and two swords in the emblem. As stated in the organization charter and on its website, Muslim Brotherhood seeks to install an Islamic empire ruled under Sharia law and a Khalifa across the Muslim world and ultimately the entire world, through stages designed to Islamize incrementally targeted nations. We can witness this very action taking place in Europe right now. The Muslim Brotherhood has succeeded in setting up numerous US front groups in here. Since 1980s, that should be regarded as hostile, and since 1980s, be regarded as hostile and a threat to the United States, according to Stephen Coughlin, the lawyer and military intelligence specialist on the Pentagon Joint Staff. In September, just last month, in his memorandum, Coughlin explained that many U.S. Muslims aid and the civil rights groups viewed as moderate by Justice Department and other government agencies are linked to pro-jihadi Muslim Brotherhood. The group are also engaged in influence and deception operation designed to mask their activity and overriding goal of their organization, that being the advancement of Islamofascism doctrine within the United States. All is done by deception. In Ikhwan in America plan, which is a document which was found by the FBI in the possession of Muslim Brotherhood members, a document written by Muslim Brother in America, and is made of 20 points, and it says the process of settlement is a civilization jihadist process. The Ikhwan must understand that their work in America is a kind of great jihad in eliminating and destroying the Western civilization from within and sabotaging its miserable house by their hands and the hands of the believers, so that it is eliminated and God's religion is made victorious over all other religions. in a TV interview I took part in a couple of months ago with Sameh Fawzi and Assam al-Aryan. And when I asked Assam al-Aryan, who is defined as a senior leader in the Muslim Brotherhood, they always say he is قيادي في جماعة الإخوان المسلمين, and therefore he should be designated as a master of deception as well by trade. I asked him the questions: is Muslim Brotherhood going to apply Sharia if they seize power? They apply Sharia on Christians. And I asked him, is jihad is part of the manifesto of the Brotherhood as per the motto? Are Christians equal citizens or dhimmi? I was asking Assam al-Aryan. It was all on air. And the Samh asked him what he thinks of the Mufti of the Muslim Brotherhood, Sheikh Abdullah al-Khatib, fatwa when Sheikh Abdullah al-Khatib said openly in Al-Da'wah magazine that Christians should be expelled from the army, and the churches which were built in cities and towns which were opened or taken by fight, like Alexandria for example, should be demolished. I asked more questions. Are we equal in rights to leadership positions? What is called Islamic jurisprudence, wilayat, say about the Christian being in a high position? I asked him if Christian mothers are allowed to have the custody of their minority children when the father converts to Islam, and are Muslim under Muslim Brotherhood allowed to have freedom to convert to Christianity, and in accordance with Article 18 of the International Declaration of Human Rights and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and other international covenants. Mr. Assam al-Aryan gave us a narrative of about 20 or 25 minutes, but he, of course, he did not answer any of these questions. He was just going on and on about rhetoric and speech-like talk without being able to answer especially the question about freedom in belief and the question of custody of the children. Now, we all got to understand, and I hope that the West start to understand, and the free world start to understand that as well. It is the right time to intensify our effort to expose the real dark side of the radical Islam agenda to take over the whole world. Baroness Cox in United Kingdom is a very close friend and ally to the Copts, and she in the past raised so many questions in the House of Lords about the Coptic problems. She said in her article when she wrote in the first magazine of the United Copts issue, she said to us that your experience should therefore be invaluable in helping us all to understand and to withstand the radical Islam. We are in privileged position because we have inside idea and inside information about the way the radical Islamists think and behave. And we should really do our best to expose this dark ideology. Radical Islam is no longer a Coptic concern, but it is a global concern. There should be no democracy for the enemies of democracy. We should not allow the radical Islam to take democracy and use it as one of their leaders said before, like as a slipper to reach the government, and then it will never be used anymore. Barbarism, to use the slipper, as they say it, of democracy to make the barbarism reach to power. I go further and say there should be no freedom to the enemies of freedom. Anybody who is propagating hate and Islamic ideology, radical Islamic ideology, in any way or form should be caught, should be really sentenced and should be behind bars. It is time now for the free world to see the imminent power of darkness and the real danger of radical Islam, which is much nearer than ever. It is our duty, having experienced radical Islam firsthand, to warn and explain, and I wish you all success in our honorable endeavor, and thank you very much.